Is that a win? Will that resonate with the people in this country who are fed up with illegal migration? Will that work for Sunak? Because if it doesn't, what the hell's he doing? Sticking his neck... Why?
It'll work maybe for 5% of the population for whom this is the most important issue. It won't work for the majority of the population, or even the majority of Conservative voters, because it will be a Pyrrhic victory. We're going to have an exodus of, I think, maximum of 500 people to Rwanda. That's a fraction of those who are here and need to be found an answer to. It's not going to solve anything. It won't be a deterrent. He's nailed his colours to this particular mast, and it isn't going to deliver anything. So it's just becoming a totemic thing for him, which is irrelevant in many ways.
Do you think that he's tied his colours to this mast because of circumstance, or do you think, like me, that this is an absolute example of how he is out of his depth? Because I really do believe that as the days go by.
Well, I think he's tried to cave into the right wing of his party, but yes, he's out of his depth. And that's becoming increasingly and embarrassingly evident with every day that passes. The latest suggestion is that there are 40 letters of no confidence which have gone in from Tory MPs to Graham Brady. And that's only 13 short of the number to call another election for Prime Minister. Oh, an internal election, of course. We don't get to say in the matter as members of the public. But I mean, that's the state of affairs. But last night, the Commons, these 10 amendments that were voted down, one of them was simply to require the British government to adhere to domestic and international law. And the government voted that down. This is a Wild West government.
Norman, is it not the case that the Rwanda policy failing, or certainly not working yet, is quite useful for Sunak? Because we're seeing 14 years now of what has resulted in failure in so many parts of British life. Is it not useful for Rishi Sunak, with those on the right of his party, to say lots of the problems we're experiencing is because of illegal migration? And actually, if he'd solved that too quickly, he could no longer use it as that excuse.
He made it a priority. I agree with you there.
Well, he won't solve it. That's the point. And he's made something an issue which he can't actually deliver. And politically, going back to Jeremy's point about what works politically, you don't do that. You don't promise something you can't deliver. And this is becoming a millstone around his neck, I'm afraid, and demonstrates simply that he's out of touch, out of ideas, and out of road.
Well, talking road, there's a really tenuous link here, because I've been banging on about this, and Nick as well, this morning, that whilst we talk about Rwanda and we talk